Alright, 88.1 XFM Tauranga Set Music Station, also another sponsored episode of Mic Time with Marty, sponsored by Mic Time with Marty, now available on Spotify, iTunes and iHeartRadio. I have a very familiar guest and a very familiar face when it comes to YouTube, Twitch and TikTok. He is on People vs. Food, the React channel, Bullseye, and he is known as Super Token. Say hello to the one, the only, the loud guy, the ramen dude, Mr. Brian Murray. How's it going?
I'm doing good. I should have worn the sweater after that.
Next time.
Okay, yeah, for sure. This'll be one of two. Well, more than two. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll work it out. So,
Yeah.
People versus Food, social media. How did you get started doing that?
Okay, so the place that I started was just having a love of like creating stuff. I've been a performer since I was a kid. And so once things like YouTube started to pop off, I was like, I'm interested in making content like this, specifically making Let's Play content, making video game content of me playing video games. And that's how I got picked up by a live streaming company. And the live streaming company is how I got picked up by React. So it was just a thing of basically like me making content and making content that I was interested in. And it didn't come quickly. It was something that took a lot of time and effort, but here I am.
Here you are, years in the making. So,
Yeah.
you have done multiple episodes when it comes to People versus Food, React, and Bullseye. Do you have a favorite?
I mean, saying I have a favorite. Well, I mean, I gotta say yes. When it comes to PVF, my favorite episodes that I've done are my favorite episode that I've done is the ones that I did with Mythical Chef Josh, with Odd Ones Out, with we just had a recent one come out with the voice actor for Phineas and Ferb. Like the people that I get to meet are amazing. But if we're talking number one, it was the Make a Wish video, 100%.
I love that.
Yeah,
So,
like I can't not bring that one up because even bringing it up right now still brings me to tears because
yeah,
it was amazing.
it was a great episode. It was definitely a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Now, you have mentioned that you have met the likes of the voice actor from Phineas and Ferb. You've also met Nickelback. You
Mhm.
know, how does it feel to go from when you first started to now being able to, just rock up to someone and go, yeah, I met Nickelback, and what?
I will, I will say initially it's never really an and what type of situation because for me, I I am fascinated by the people that it is that we just get to like meet. Like we just had one of the actors from Fresh Prince. And we continuously just like I'll walk into the studio and just be like, oh, hey, real quick, that person has like either A, millions of subs, or they're on tour right now, or we got to meet Cat's Eye for all of our K-pop girlies. Like and I never know. I'm just walking in, but also we get to do cool episodes with like police officers, firefighters. With we just did one with people who work on airlines. Like we get to meet so many cool people that I'm like, for me, I'm always the one starstruck. Like that's my job is I walk in and I'm like, how did we get these people? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of feel the same way when it comes to my interviews. Like we did a call before we started this, and I mentioned that I've interviewed people from like America's Got Talent and like New Zealand icons and things like that. So my brain is still trying to comprehend everything that I've done in the past years, but it kind of feels the same with you, like starting off doing the whole live streaming stuff to now being a face that people know for so many years.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
How does it feel? Honestly, it feels surreal because to me, I'm just some dude. Like I'm just a guy who like does some stuff on the internet and gets to hang out and have fun with my friends. That's how it feels. And then when it is that I see the chats and the comments, the people in my lives who are literally like, you were there for me when I was in a place that was not nice. And I'm like, you don't realize that until it is that somebody actually like says so, which was one of the reasons why, to bring it back to it, like the the Make-A-Wish episode, when I specifically got chosen for that, they were like, I want Brian on this episode. I was like, whoa, okay. This is different. This is 100% something that is more than I guess expected to see as just like one of the talents on a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like, because we obviously, we talk about real stuff. I tell anybody who is brand new walking into the door doing videos with us, I'm like, this is your chance as a either like employee of some place or as an actor. This is your place not to act. This is your place to just be. All you have to do is just be yourself, and they're going to love you. And so, like, when it is that I get those comments or people coming to me and telling it to me, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, people actually specifically, like, I have people say in my chats and in my comments, like, they're like, we get the family together, get ready for dinner, and then we put on PVF and eat with you guys. And I'm like, that's cool in such a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I do the same with my nieces and nephews. Like, when I told them that I was interviewing you, they're just like, can we be there? But I'm like, no, you have school.
They could have. They 100% could have. It would have been fine.
100%. So I've got a comment here, and for anyone that's figuring out what the heck is going on, I'm interviewing Brian Murray from People vs. Food.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, please make sure to put it in either of my comments or his, and we will get to them when we can. So, first comment is from Ames. What advice would you give to anyone wanting to start a career where you are?
It sounds stupid, but start. That's it. There are so many different ways that people have been able to get into this industry, be it the YouTube industry or like into like mainstream media or anything like that. Find your interest, focus, and just start. It doesn't take a bunch of money, especially now. It doesn't take a bunch of money. It doesn't take a bunch of expensive equipment. All it takes is an idea and a drive. That is it. I started on YouTube with the I'll give you the full story. I was working at a Staples, and we had a clearance webcam for about $15-$20. So I bought it. And I had a laptop that I spent about $300 on, which sounds like a lot. It's not, if you save. But also, it's still, even in this economy, does not sound like a lot because it isn't. And then I just started finding ways to play video games on my computer and record them with free software. Shout out to OBS. And figure out how to put it online. with that, that was something that made me comfortable with being in front of the camera. Very nice. Um, with being comfortable being on camera, and then also figuring out both scripted content as well as just like live let's play content. And also, I know there are a lot of people who like delete stuff that they have done that is old and feels cringe. I don't. Like, if you go, my YouTube channel is still available. It probably only has like 200 subs, but I leave it up because of the fact that I'm like, this is where I began and I want people to know. Like, that's how I learned editing. That's how I learned how to be on camera. That's how I learned to like be a presence on camera even when nobody is around. And it takes that. A lot of people are afraid to make mistakes because of how many successes they see now. And I get it, but if you feel like you have the drive to do it, just do it. I can say on the opposite side of that coin that I have had so many people come to me asking about the equipment that I use, what it is that they've gotten, and they're like, "Hey, I just bought this $3,000 computer. I just bought a bunch of microphones, lights, and everything like that." And they're like, "And I want to do what you do." And I was like, "Yeah, but do you actually really?" And then when they start to do it, because they do it in a way that is super like bright light expensive and looks professional, but then for themselves they're like, I feel uncomfortable, or I'm not instantly getting the numbers that I want. And I'm like, that's the reason why you start small. You start small to figure out whether this is something that you want to do, if you have the passion for it. Because Lord knows, I wouldn't spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars to become a doctor because I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, when I first started out, I had a crappy phone. Like, my videos were pixelated as all heck. And then I started progressing to like better softwares and better like phones. Like, I've now got like, the whole microphone situation. Hey.
Yeah, again.
Yeah. So like I completely understand that, because we both like we've been doing social media for a long time. Like, I started doing
Dude,
Vine.
I'm gonna ask you the question because again, remember, this is back and forth. I gotta ask you. So when did you like fully like start posting stuff on social media? Not necessarily like posting hardcore, but like, what was your platform? Was it YouTube, Vine, TikTok, Musically? What was it?
So I started doing Vine, and I had like the couple hundred followers. Like, TikTok has been my biggest grossing platform for years. So
And
started
that's why
doing
we're
Vine.
here. Hello.
Hello. So started doing Vine. Musically wasn't really my thing, and then started doing TikTok. Started like posting almost maybe like once or twice a day, just like random lip syncs. And then when I got accepted into radio school, or I do a series of trying new foods, trying new drinks, doing funny reactions, doing my voice impressions. Like, my content and my stuff on my platforms is very different. Like, I don't do the same thing over and over and over again. And I think that's what people tend to like.
Yes. I will definitely say that for myself, um I found like multiple things that I felt like worked well, but also for myself, I would only do them if I was excited or interested. Like, if I didn't feel excited about doing it, I'm like, how am I supposed to expect somebody who's watching this to feel excited about it either? Like, I I have to feel passionate about it, and I'm not necessarily the person who is specifically looking for numbers. I'm like, I like to make fun stuff. So if I find something and I'm like, I gotta make a video about this, it's because I want to, and I think that my audience would be interested in it, instead of I need to make a video about this because a bunch of people are looking at it, and now I have to be a part of that.
Exactly. So, Brian, are you ready for the first game, buddy?
You know what? Yes.
All right, let's do it. So, obviously, doing the whole prize versus punishment and doing all these games that you do on social media, you have to be quick on your feet. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your quick thinking?
My quick thinking, poor. But I know that I have a lot of. Here's the thing: I know I have a lot of knowledge. I don't know how swiftly, like Taylor, that it shows up. Also, because of the fact that you want to play a game, we're going to.
Oh,
Guess what?
all right.
Now,
Okay,
let's play a game.
let's do it. I'm gonna ask you a whole bunch of quick fire questions. You just have to answer them as quickly as you possibly can.
Here we go.
All right, Coke or Sprite?
Sprite.
All right, summer or winter?
Summer for sure.
All right, music or movies?
Music.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your spice tolerance?
Come on, bro. 10.
All right, are you still a sweets boy?
I'm not a sweets boy, and you know that.
I do. All right, if you could visit one place in the world, where would you go?
A place that I haven't been, it would be either Japan or Thailand.
All right. If you had to pick your favorite reactor that you have worked with throughout the years, who would it be?
I am going to tell you, and this is not me avoiding the question. No, everybody is different and they're all amazing, and I'll go into that later.
All right, sweet. Sounds good. What has been the worst punishment you've ever endured?
That would be the punishment that I did for the Adult Swim episode where everything is poison. That one, I actually, once it hit the table, I had to get up from the table because I thought I was going to vomit.
All right. Let's go. Sweet or savory?
Savory, 100%.
Savory. All right, cool. Favorite color?
Favorite color? Tie between green and purple.
All right. If you could meet one celebrity, who would it be and why?
Ryan Reynolds, because he is, to me, one of the best actors, both comedic, romantically, and serious. I said both, but that's 3 things. We're going to move on.
All right. DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
All right, cool. Favorite Marvel superhero?
That would be a tie between Black Panther and Iron Man. I am Team Iron Man.
All right. If you could pick one movie to do a second one or a spin-off, what would the movie be?
That would be my favorite movie of all time, which is Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes. Okay. If you could pick 2 musicians to do a duet, who would it be?
Pay 2 musicians. Is it living or dead or just living?
Living or dead?
Living or dead. That would be I would want to see a guitar duet between Slash and Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, my heart. Yes.
Exactly. It's not something I've thought about once. I've thought about it many a time.
Okay, so since you have done stuff with Mythical Chef Josh, what would be your last meal?
Ooh, good answer. Honestly, it would be a solid double smash burger and a beautiful just tonkatsu ramen. I need at least 2 to 3. Well, 2 eggs, so 4 halves. With chashu pork. We're gonna add some corn to that. And then the noodles better be chewy, because if not, I'm gonna make you run it back.
All right. Now, I have been watching a guy on TikTok that has been doing interviews, so I thought I would kind of take something. Brian Murray, what's your Waffle House order?
Oh, you're lucky because I've actually gotten to go there, which I'm pretty sure I've talked about. My Waffle House order is hash brown smothered and covered. Give me a couple of eggs, either Actually, just a couple of eggs over medium, and then bacon, sausage, toast. Run it. That's it.
What is that, a New Zealander? I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about, but we're gonna go for it.
Well, I mean, hey, I've only been there one time, so that's the one thing that I got to order the one time, and I was really happy. That's all I'm gonna say. I actually have video of that I haven't posted. I should do that.
Sneak peek. All right, and final question, which apparently is the most difficult question according to the guests that have been on my show. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Continuing to do the things that I do happily so that I can live comfortably and enjoy what I do. Period.
Awesome.
And that's actually the end of the game. Holy shit. We did it. Wow. Bang!
All right. Well, Brian, here is your chance for redemption, my friend. You get to ask me some quick-fire questions. You can be as difficult as you please.
Fantastic. Okay. Question number 1. Being that it is that you have been somebody who has gone to school for radio and interviewing, who is somebody that you went to school with that you absolutely despised? You don't have to name them. You just have to say their first initial.
Oh. Just oh.
Oh, there we go. Okay. That's great. That's question number 1. Question number 2. Everybody knows that I love ramen and burgers. If you were to pick a food that you were like, I can eat this for the rest of my life, that kind of like stranded on a desert island type of question, what's the food?
Oh, can I only pick one?
Well, I mean, I usually pick one of the two, so I'll let you pick 2.
So, all right, sushi and cereal.
Sushi and cereal. Cereal. Okay. You know what? I'm going to give a 2.5 question. What is your favorite cereal? Because I have an answer for this one too.
Okay, so I like either cornflakes.
Okay. I forgot to rematch because this is now my chance against you.
Yes. All right. So cornflakes, and we have a cereal here called Nutri-Grain.
Oh, we have Nutri-Grain as well. Okay. So just straight up cornflakes, like no frosted flakes, no sugar, no none, just straight up.
Just straight up cornflakes.
Okay, I can get down with that. Mine is going to be the exact opposite. Mine is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It is absolutely divine.
I have not tried it yet. I plan on doing that in a video, so.
Great. Please do. And tag me because I want to see it. Or just send it to me. We're friends. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, because I want to see a New Zealander try Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Because it is the sugariest, cinnamoniest cereal in the world. But also, I'm sorry, but the milk at the end is kind of like the best thing in the world. So like it, for me, eating it as a kid, it just sets your day off right. Anyway, okay. Here's next question. This is question number 3. On your palate, 1 to 10, what's your spice level?
0.
0?
I can withstand like sweet chili, but if you give me anything else besides that, nope.
Okay. Well, yes, because sweet but also spicy. Got it. Okay. Question number 4. Out of the 3 channels being React, PVF, and Bullseye, which one, if only one, would you want to be on?
PVF.
PVF? Okay. Follow. And last question, which is the obvious one, who's sitting next to you? Don't say me.
I can't say you.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Obviously, you would like to.
Yeah, well, obviously. Oh, God. It would have to be one of the Izzies.
One of the Izzies? Izzy I or Izzy R? I understand. I mean, they're both very different in their process and what they bring.
Exactly. But yeah, it would have to be Izzy R.
Izzy I?
Izzy I, yeah.
Word. I mean, great voice, cusses like a sailor. Love her.
So do
Yeah.
I would also love to do something with venison.
Oh, Benison is just like the most like he is the best boy. Like he is the homie among homies. I'm losing this one, but like legitimately, he is the person who is like whatever it is that you're choosing. He's like, I'm here with you, bro. Like let's figure it out. Like oh, you want to eat this one? Eat it. Like what's it taste like? What do you want? I might not be eating it, but like I'm here for you. Like what's it taste like? Or if he's on the opposite side, like and they get the prize and he gets the punishment like while they're having the prize, he'll literally be like, "Get a little bit of that. Get a little bit of that. That looks so good. Get that. How is it? Is that dope? That's awesome." He isn't like obviously like he is like sad that he can't have it, but he's so excited for the other person to actually eat it. It is so much fun to work with Benny.
Exactly. He is so much fun. He's a goodie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so throughout you doing PVF Chef React and everything, you have done one episode that stands out to me, and that is your culinary battle with Chef Ash. Now, I do have to ask.
I should have known that this was gonna come up.
It has to. It has to. All
Okay.
right. Now, I do have to ask. Would you do another culinary battle, but with one of the reactors? And if so, who?
The answer is yes. I 100% would love to do that again. The funny thing is, before I give you the actual reactor, I want to tell you this. The Shokugeki between me and Chef Ash was strictly made by you guys. Like that was a joke that I made in one video, and that video got so many comments of being like, bet that we continuously like ran that rivalry because we thought it was funny. But then we were like, we have to have the end result. We have to do the actual show. Oh, I'm gonna lose this one. I'm gonna lose this one. I'm gonna lose this one for sure. And that is fine. Congrats. You're the interviewer. But congrats, well done. And so that was a that was a thing that came out of and like specifically for me, that came out of people just actually being interested and invested in something. Because again, the rivalry again, me and Ash love each other. The rivalry was like an on-screen thing that we loved to make jokes about. But when we actually were like, hey, we're actually going to do this thing, that was a full day episode. Like we shoot multiple things throughout the day, usually. For me and Ash, that was the only thing that we did for the span of about like 4 to 6 hours. And that was also the first time that we got to do something like that, which also was something that promoted doing PVF Chef. But like the entire time that we were in the kitchen, we were so excited about everything that came out of that. And we were hoping that we were going to be able to do more of them. But obviously just because of like budgets, timing, that type of thing, we just weren't able to do another one. So that brings me to the end of your question. And that is if I was going to do another one against somebody else, if you follow React Cast, it would be Nick.
Ooh. Okay. Now, would you stick with the Asian fusion theme, or would you go something different?
More than likely, I probably would because I do that well. Obviously, the dishes would change, but especially if I know my judges, because I didn't realize that my judges didn't do spice like I like spice. I mean, being on the opposite side of the table, they like to destroy my palate. So I figured that I could give you a little bit and it would be okay. but apparently they can't handle it like I can. So I would stick to that same thing, but I also know Nick working in high end restaurants. He knows what he's doing because I'm not gonna go against somebody who doesn't like I'm not gonna go against like Jacob because I know she doesn't know how to cook. Like, why would I do that? No, I'm gonna go against somebody that actually is excited about cooking and is very interested in it, and will bring something to the table just like I am.
Mhm. Okay. So, obviously, doing what you do, you have to endure a lot of punishments. Now, I do have to say, my favorite one is either the takoyaki roulette or
Ooh,
there's two more. There's Stewie's diaper, or because man-child me, the Come Clear. Which one of those did you hate the least?
you said the which one?
The Come Clear, the boogers and
Oh, okay. So that one, the Stewie diaper, and what was the first one?
the takoyaki roulette.
Takoyaki roulette, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I mean, first of all, I love takoyaki. But also like I like wasabi. A lot of wasabi is rough, but it's one of those things where it's like it hurts for like a while, for like just like maybe 15 to 20, maybe 30 seconds. And then it's gone, which is different from things like Da Bomb or The Last Dab, where you literally have to deal with it for like 20 to 30 minutes.
Hmm.
So, like, doing the takoyaki roulette was fine. It was, well, not fine, but it was like, it was okay. It hurt in the moment, but then, like, it would go away. Like, the other ones, they don't leave, bro. Like, they do not leave.
Now, also, throughout your years of being on People versus Food and React, you've also produced episodes. How does it feel to be on the other side of the table where Nicole normally is?
Um, I will say that is something that has been new to me within the past couple of months. And number one, first and foremost, I am like extremely, extremely honored to be able to do that. Um, because like I have wanted to for years, and now like actually getting the chance to do, and like surreal, but also in that it gives me grace on the opposite side of the table because like we have a whole lot of fun when it is that we're doing these episodes. Um, but also we've got time crunches. We've got things that are going on. We've got other studio shoots, and like we've got people to juggle back and forth in what it is that we're doing. And so because of that, like we're all having a good time, but it's like, okay, we this is awesome, but we gotta move on. And I feel like I for myself, being on the talent side of the table, will now give a lot more grace to what it is that I'm saying so that I can I'm a rambler. Clearly you can tell. but um it allows me the moment of being like, okay, take your thoughts, truncate them, and then like get them like so that we can continue this video and move forward. Um, because being on this side of the table, all you want to do is just hang out with your friends, have fun, eat some food, and like talk and laugh, which is great. But also, we actually do have a video to make. So, seeing it on the opposite side in the little circle you see in the corner, it makes sense. It
Yes.
definitely makes sense. But it's been so much fun being able to be on the production, the host side of it. I love it. I think it's great, and I also love to be on both sides of it because a lot of people initially, as soon as I was on that side, because the first person who was a reactor that ended up on that side was Noah. And so everyone was like, "Oh, okay." And then when people saw me, they were like, "Whoa, what?"
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, for me, I was like, "Hey, don't worry, I'm gonna be on both sides." Oh my god, the teddy bear came through. Sorry. Um, but like being on the opposite side of it and having to corral my friends, which is what it is it's so fun. Like it gives me another like love for what it is that I do in the way that I actually told him during our Christmas party. I told Joe, shout out to Joe Beretta. I was like, you have no idea how much like I take from you being not only in the producer's chair, but like just being somebody in the room to make not only people comfortable, but come up with these ideas and come up with things that are fun to watch and also fun to create, but then also making it comfortable for the people that are doing it and being like, hey, we're just here having a good time. Just get excited about it and let's do this. I'm not going to put you in a situation that you would not be comfortable in. We're all going to have a great time. So let's do that. And I learned that from Joe.
Yeah, that is great. Now, obviously, doing the producing, being a reactor, being kind of like the people that know you, like they know you as the guy that loves ramen, they know you as the guy that's on a sweets boy, they know you as the guy that constantly goes bang and let's go.
Yes.
What do you like to do in your spare time when you're not creating?
um, it's gonna sound stupid, but I take a lot of walks. I
Okay.
like honestly like I take a lot of walks and I'll listen to either music or podcasts. Um, I will look at things that it is that other creators are making um, that I look up to. But also, I will specifically be doing that while it is that I am just like going outside and like being in the open air and looking at the sun. And then after that, that's when I'll like play video games, watch a TV show, do things like that, but also obviously do lives as well because I know as somebody for myself who is on screen, I also like to talk with the people who want to talk to me, who are on the opposite side of it because I find that interesting. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Brian, I have been asking you a whole bunch of questions throughout this interview. Now I hear that you have some for me. So, my show is in your hands. Take it away.
All right. So I know that you asked me earlier about how it is that I got into just wanting to be on camera. When was it that for you figured out that there was something in the entertainment industry that you wanted to do? Because for me, it was in elementary school. I wanted to be on stage. When did it start for you?
The funny thing is, pretty much the same. I've always been a kid that wants to be the center of attention.
Okay.
Um, whether it is in the classroom, whether it is doing my impressions or pulling out a deck of cards or something. I've always been kind of like that multi-talented, multifaceted person that everyone's just like, oh, Martin's here. Is he gonna do a card trick? Like, you
Uh-huh.
know, Or,
I
hey,
have that card somewhere, swear to God. But also, the closest thing to me right now is ramen. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Don't
um,
ask. Don't ask.
You're the ramen guy. Why would I?
Just
But
ask.
like, also they're like, oh, he's the guy that can sound like all these different characters from different movies and TV shows. Like, he's always got something up his sleeve.
Mhm.
And then once they started seeing me doing like musical theater, doing comedy
Ooh.
shows, and then now seeing me on social media, like everyone's just like, we've literally watched you grow up. It
Yeah.
is insane, and we are trying so hard to like help you out to make you grow as a person, as a creator, as a personality now.
Yeah, and I mean that's the same thing of everybody watching Jackson, Jaka, Jair, like of like people grew up with us. Like I I as a dance teacher but also a karaoke host have had students of mine grow up with me to the point where they can come to the place that I work and host karaoke and I'm like that's crazy. You were in high school. But like it's stuff like that where you actually realize that people have legitimately like grown up like with you in media and it's something that's very cool specifically for me because of the fact that I am proud of the things that I have made. I am 100% proud of the things that I have created and how it is that I have like presented myself as a creator because and oh god it sounds so stupid but like for me I didn't want to do it for a bunch of money which I don't have um the only thing that I wanted to do it for is to get to a point where I can do what it is that I enjoy and be able to comfortably live. And I specifically mean comfortably. I'm not asking for a bunch of stuff, a bunch of big houses, cars, and anything like that. No. The only thing I want is to be able to be okay and do the things that I love. That's all I care about.
So, like, I love what I do. Like, obviously doing TikTok, I've got the talk show, which I absolutely love doing. It's my child. Like, I've literally built it from the ground up to where it is now.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my other YouTube that I do, which is just a whole bunch of wacky videos that I make. Like, I'm always thinking of content ideas. Like, literally, I could be sitting here just going, imagine if I was on an episode of People versus Food. Like, what would we do? Who would I sit with? What would the theme be? Like, I'm going to be going to the supermarket later, be just thinking, what if I do hot sauce? What if I do lemon juice? You know, like, I'm always thinking of different ideas. That's why when I message people and they're like, how are you? And I'm like, working my ass off as always.
Right. And that actually will lead into I don't know how much more time it is that you have. Um, but will lead into one thing that I had to find out about myself was that I had to get to a point where I had to make sure that all of the things that I was doing weren't content based. Like I can make content out of things if I enjoy it, but it got to a point where like every single time I went to a grocery store and saw a new food, I wouldn't open that item until it was that I was ready to make a video out of it. And I was like, this ain't it. Like that's not the way that I should be doing this. I should do this for the love of what it is that I'm doing instead of just basically walking into any type of store looking for content. And that's just on me. Other people might do it differently, and that's fine. But for me, that ain't it. I'm not going to do it that way.
Like, obviously, like, sometimes I try and switch off the content creator brain.
Yes.
But, you know, like, when, like, Prime came out, like, everyone was just like, oh man, Charlie, you do all these drink videos, like, you need to try Prime. Someone literally sent me Prime from the UK because it wasn't available here in New Zealand.
Interesting. Okay, so with something like that, then yeah.
Yeah.
But like That's the thing. If I've been gifted something from somebody, especially if it's not sponsored, if I'm gifted something from somebody, then I will make absolutely sure that I use and utilize that as quickly as possible, because they took time out of their day to do that. I'm going to take time out of my day to make sure that you saw it. But when it is that I'm literally just like buying stuff or going places just to make a video, I'm like, I don't like that. That gives me the ick.
Fair enough. Now, Brian, if we were to do a video together, whether it be on People versus Food or whether it be on something of our own, what would we do?
Oh, that would be the easiest thing in the world. It would be, because I know nothing of New Zealand food, nor specifically, and this is one of my favorite things that we get to do on the channel. And hey, spoiler alert, we're going to do a another one of these filming tomorrow. I won't tell you what it is, but I always love to learn about cultures through their street food. Because as somebody who has grown up poor, I love what it is that people eat to get by, but also has become some of the biggest delicacies of those places. Like, I am sorry, but as a person of color, hello, chicken wings were given to slaves as trash, but now it's the most expensive part of the bird because of chicken wing culture given to you by us. And so, in that, seeing other cultures do street foods and do things that have become legitimately nationwide food delicacies is some of the coolest things that I have been able to experience in culture through food. So, I can say I don't know anything about New Zealand cuisine, but that's where I would like to start. I'm like, don't take me to some restaurant. No. Tell me what the people are eating. So now, before we close out, I have to ask you, what would be the New Zealand food that you would introduce me to and say, this is New Zealand?
So it is something called hangi, so Hangi. Basically, yeah, so basically you dig a hole in the ground.
Good start.
Yep, you wrap it in banana leaves or taro leaves or whatever, and it's basically you can do pork. So we call it kumara. You guys call it sweet potato. Yeah. Pretty much it is. And you just cook it in the ground. You like put dirt over it. You leave it for hours and hours and hours on end. It is so tender. It is so delicious, and I miss it so much, and I want it again. And pretty much it's just like a big meal that you can just eat with family. And then there's also boil up and, seafood, obviously.
Got it. Yes. I was going to say I had a similar version of this in Hawaii. But yeah, it's again same thing. Well, it was a whole pig cooked in the ground. With banana leaves in the same way. So I definitely have had something similar, but we all know when it comes to the Islanders that you're not going to compare Hawaii to New Zealand. You're not going to compare New Zealand to Australia. You're not going to compare any of them to each other. They're all different and they work different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I was to come and do a video with you,
Yes.
How would you introduce me to your world? How would you introduce me to America? Because I've never been.
Well, here's what I would say for that. It would be that if you, as a New Zealander, were to come here, it would be more than likely the episode would be, if we're talking clicks, it would be like the US being introduced to New Zealand. So you would get Midwestern food, you would get Southern food, you would get like Cali fusions, you would get New York pizza. It would be that. Um, it would more than likely be that type of episode because that's what we like to do. We like to. It's funny because like for us as the reactors, we have done so many episodes of getting introduced to things that we have to bring people in, and we're now the ones introducing them to those things. And so that's what it would be. It would just be American culture. It would be like do you want like Texas barbecue? Do you want like southern down home cooking? Do you want like again the Cali mix of like all of the fusion centers that we do here? It's all of those. So that's what I would do because it would just be a thing of like, why did you do this and why does it taste good? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have got a comment in here, and it's literally in all caps. OMG, that's the guy from People versus Food. Yes. For anyone that's trying to figure out, I'm doing an interview for my show with Brian. If you guys have any questions, we've just got another one. OMG, that's Brian. Also, hi Marty. Hi. So if you guys have any questions, we're going to be doing this for a little bit longer. Brian, obviously, again, doing social media and doing everything else, do you ever see yourself branching away from doing all that and kind of doing your own thing, or do you want to stick with everything?
Well, I mean, I do multiple things on my own. Like I have kind of I want to get back this year. This is a the 2026 like thing, but like I want to get back into making short form again on TikTok and Instagram for myself because I kind of got away from that with the other job that it is that I have. And then also doing that and doing karaoke and also still continuing to do React and PBF and Bullseye and the React cast and all of that. I want to make sure that for myself, I am making time for the content that I would like to make again, because that's how I got here. You know what I mean? And so I want to be able to do that stuff and again, do it like, not for clicks, doing it because of the fact that I like it. So that is definitely something that I would like to do. But honestly, I had this conversation with one of my friends recently because I feel like at the end of every year for the past like 2026, for the past like 7 or 8, maybe even 10, I felt like people just. Do you get to cuss on your interview show?
Fuck yes.
Great. I feel like people will just, no matter what it is that happened, will continuously just shit on the year before. Just no matter what it is that you've done. And for me, 2025 was fucking dope. That's it. I got to do so many new things. I got to have so many new experiences. I'm like, the only thing that I want to do is keep that same energy coming into this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to do a whole lot different. I just want to make sure that I'm continuing to do those things, adjust and do them better. I don't need for like a crazy ass change or anything like that. No. That's what we work for. And we've gotten to a point where it's like, hey, we're good. So let's keep doing that, but also like let's keep doing other awesome things instead of like feeling like every year is a new reset.
Exactly. Well, I mean, last year was great for me as well. I met one of my best friends in the entire world, and I also got to meet my godson for the first time. But this year, and this is kind of like a little sneak peek, a little snippet, a little bit of an announcement. Here in New Zealand, we have something called Armageddon, which is kind of like Comic Con for you guys. I will be going to Armageddon, and I will be meeting the likes of Brandon Rogers, Melissa O'Neill, the voice of Gollum. You know, I will be able to make videos and content with all of them, not once, not twice, but 3 times.
That is so cool. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
See, the only thing that I can say that I know that I'm going to do is in that same way, I'm going to be at VidCon this summer here in Southern California, but I'm just going to be there hanging out. I'm not interviewing anybody. That's going to be insane, bro. That's going to be so cool.
I can't wait. I'm mainly excited to meet Brandon Rogers because I've known him since he started doing YouTube. Mm-hmm. So to be able to, like, even if it's going to be for like a couple of minutes, to be able to sit there and just pick his brain, I cannot wait.
Oh, I totally understand that. That was the same way that I felt when I met Odd Ones Out and Mythical Chef Josh. Because again, we talked about this earlier. I met Nickelback, which was amazing. I met Danny Trejo. His hat. Hold on.
Oh.
Do I have the? It might actually. Yeah. This is the Danny Trejo hat that I won that day. Yeah. I still have his production manager in my phone. But like meeting him was insane. Meeting Nickelback and then also getting to go to the concert because they did actually like pull up on their word of being like, hey, we're going to be touring. We're going to give all of you guys tickets. They did that. I got to go to that concert and it was fantastic. Those things were amazing. Bar none. But getting to meet people that it is that I am kind of like cohorts with is also wild. Like when obviously Odd Ones Out, Mythical Chef Josh, I got to meet Nicole. I went to VidCon with React. I got to meet Ian and Anthony. Like I got to meet a bunch of people. I've worked with like basically half of Smosh. Like I've worked with Noah, Keith. We've had Angela. Like it's cool to meet the people that also work on this platform and are excited about doing it. So 100%. Yeah, bro.
100%. I cannot wait. It only recently just happened. So I'm still trying to get everything sorted out, trying to like figure out what videos I'm going to do with them, but I am so excited. I cannot wait for people to see the videos, and also it's kind of a reward for myself because, you know, as content creators, we work hard.
We do.
We always try and figure out like video ideas.
That we work with each other because we know the grind.
Exactly. Like we're always trying to figure out ways. Okay, so if anyone in my comments has any questions when it comes to Brian or when it comes to myself, please feel free. Brian, what are you going to be doing for the rest of the day?
For the rest of the day, honestly, I am going to pull up a couple of games that I literally haven't touched. Okay, I obviously started off as a gamer. I've been a gamer my entire life. But there are a couple of games that, for me, again, 2026 type shit, that I've been wanting to just either A, go back to, or B, actually play because I purchased them, didn't touch them. So there's a couple of those that I want to do. And then past that, it's just going to be reading and chilling. It's going to be it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I know that tomorrow, for everybody who is watching me on TikTok right now, guess what? I'll be live tomorrow at the studio. So, yeah, we'll be there. We'll be out there. So be ready for that. But like, it's just going to be a relaxed rest of my day. because I, like you, have been working. And so, yeah, we're just going to chill. What about you? Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to ask you. And I know that this is always the most like broad question, but it always leads to the most poignant answers. Hey, real quick, what's the weather like outside?
It is
Exactly.
sunny.
Huh?
It is sunny. It is windy, and we have got dark clouds forming. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yes. Obviously, it's dark here, but that's always the question that leads to the poignant things of being like, how is the rest of my day going to go? Because see, for me, I'm at the end of my day. You're at basically the mid of yours, and so what does your day entail from here?
I will be going
10K.
to. I will
Sorry,
be going
that's
to.
the 10K likes.
Woo. I will be going to the supermarket. I will be getting some stuff for dinner. I will be downloading and editing this video. I will be posting this video. I will be making promotional videos for this interview. And then I will most likely be taking the fattest nap straight afterwards.
I love that for you. Shout out to okay, I'm gonna do the thing again where I keep it a buck. I'm sorry, people don't respect naps. Like like a respectable nap. I understand that sometimes we take like egregious naps. I do that, and I'm sorry about it. But like a respectable, just quick 20 minutes, maybe even 10, just to, even if it's not like you actually fall asleep, but you just like sit on the couch or lay in bed and just be for a little bit and then go, all right, let's get back to it, is so necessary. Is so necessary.
100%. It so is. I
There are literally full countries where they literally will say, yeah, between this hour and this hour, there's no businesses open.
nap season.
And then everybody wakes up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and everybody goes to work.
Exactly. It's great.
Great.
But
The high pitch, it's great. Oh, it's amazing.
All right. Well, Brian, I am going to kind of shoot myself in the foot for a little bit. I mentioned that I do voice impressions. Do you
Ooh.
have any that you would like to hear? Last time I counted, my list is almost at 200.
Your list is at almost 200 impressions?
Yeah, voices in my head. They're great.
Oh, crazy. All right. So, yeah, because after this, I'm going to have to close out. I'm going to give you three voices. Number one, give me Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
Remember, I'm from America.
Yes. I haven't done him before. So, how's it going, guys? I'm Iron Man.
That, honestly, not bad. Because usually when he does it, he's literally like, well, when it comes to, being Iron Man, I'm just that guy. So what I'm asking you is, why do you want like a photo, or why do you need help? Because if you want to, I'll take care of that. Yeah. Okay.
What do you want?
So there's one. Number two, I am going to ask you because number three is very poignant. Number two is, give me the impression that it is if somebody asks you to do an impression. What's the one that's your go-to in your head?
There's two.
Okay.
One is your current president.
Run it.
Well, my fellow Americans, today we're going to build a huge wall. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to go over the way to China. And then, actually, I've got two more. One, oh, yes, hello, Brian. It's me, Stewie Griffin. How are you?
Good one. I love a good animated character.
Yes. And then I have to do the one that's on my arm. Well, what's up, you stupid spec fart?
Well done. That is Deadpool.
Yes, I can also do Ace Ventura. I am obsessed with Jim Carrey. It's a healthy obsession, I swear.
And I totally understand. Oh, righty then.
Oh, righty then.
Here's your last one. Thank you very much, Crazy Trigger. Sorry. Here's my last one. Do an impression of me.
Done.
That's all you needed. Let's go!
Let's go!
I want you to know, before we close out, I have had people in the comments asking me to not do that anymore. And I was like, no.
It's like people ask me not to do the eyebrows. No.
Yes. I had until it's one of those things where like people will hate it until they love it. I had people ask me on PVF to stop wearing the ramen sweater until people were asking, where can I find it?
Exactly. All right. Well, Brian, this has been an amazing conversation. Social media, where can people find you?
So you can find me on TikTok, obviously, and then Instagram and Twitch at the Super Token. Well, on Twitch it should be just Super Token, SUPERTOKEN. If you want to know why that's my handle, it's because I made it in high school, but I never got rid of it.
Fair enough. Like I've had the name Manchild for years. It was a name my uncle used to give me, and then when I started doing social media, I just named myself Martin the Manchild. And then now every single time someone joins my lives or sees me in public, it's hey, it's Martin the motherfucking Manchild. I'm like, sweet, I'm changing it. It's mine. I'm keeping it.
Yes, and that's the thing is, I'm like, I don't want to get rid of it at this point. I'm like, no, I picked the right one.
Yeah, obviously. All right. Well, again, Brian, thank you so much for taking your time. I really appreciate it. Final question to single us out. If you could see anyone in your position on my show as a guest, who would they be?
In my position, as in on the channels that it is that I'm a part of?
It can be either the ones that you work with or just celebrities in general.
Okay. I'm going to give you people that I work with. I would like for you to interview Jace.
Okay. I'll make it work.
If you can. But if you can, that'll be fun.
That will be fun. I do have some interviews coming up, which is really fun, and I cannot wait. But yes, once again, thank you so much. It has truly been amazing to be able to sit down and chat with you.
Thank you so much for asking.
Of course. Hopefully down the long run, maybe Super Token and the Manchild can make some magic and see what we can do. But until then, I will send you this so you can gloat to everyone that you were on Martin the motherfucking Manchild's talk show. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.
Fantastic. See you later.